Hi everyone, welcome back to B-17 the Mighty 8th. Here we are in our Squadron Commander Series. Now, I thought I'd do something different, just mix it up a little bit. Obviously, usually we go to the briefing room and then go through the aircraft and form up and do all that kind of good stuff. But this time I thought I'll go through planning the mission and see what our orders are and that kind of thing, just to give you a little bit more insight into the other part of the game. Then we'll probably skip straight to when we're in the air, because we'll go through the bomber roster, you'll know what's what, and it'll be absolutely fine. Right, so if we come into the Squadron Commander's office to begin with, and we go into our in-tray, we cycle through the various reports. So here we are, Army Air Force News. 8th Air Force. Operation Cover was carried out during the early part of June to confuse German forces as to the site of the invasion. Coastal defences, V-weapon sites, and communication targets were hit in the Pas-de-Calais, leading to German defensive units being split between there and Normandy. The 8th Air Force has now reached an operational strength of 40 heavy bombardment groups, with the arrival and activation of the 493rd Heavy Bombardment Group. The strategy for the 8th Air Force remains focused on direct invasion priorities. Targets to be hit now are bridges and marshalling yards and rail junctions leading to the invasion area, and airfields within range of the invasion area. In addition, concentrations of troops may need to be attacked as and when specified or specifically requested. So this is our brief. We need to engage on bridges, marshalling yards, rail junctions in and around the invasion area. So that's why we hit the airfields last time. So that's kind of our brief. That's what we got to do. So if we go into the planning room, into the operations room, we'll have a look at the map. Now, down here, obviously this is the invasion. This is the front head. The front line. What do we have here? We have low troop concentration. That could well be a target. I think we have tried that before. We have Le Havre Harbour. We have airfield. We obviously attacked these bases last time. What else do we have in and around? So obviously what it is, they're trying to stop forces flooding in from Europe into this this area here and into Calais as well to try and reinforce. So we're looking for, what do we have here? That is a Luftwaffe airbase. That is a Abbeville V weapons site. That's an airbase. Oil production facilities here. Now that we're getting a little bit out of the way. Now, if there were bridges and special weapons site, let's send a recon on that. Let's see what that is. Special weapons site. Oh, more special weapons sites. Let's send recon in. So these are recon missions. You get 3 recon missions per sortie, basically. So I can send 3 mosquitoes out, or I think they're supposed to be mosquitoes, to basically do a recon of the area, take a bit of video footage, and that footage is what you see in the briefing room. So what we're looking for is marshalling yards and stuff. The river rail bridge, that could be a target. We'll get that checked out as well, maybe for next time. More air bases, bomber bases. A harbour down there. Okay, so but I'm interested in the low troop concentration. Oh, one thing is worth saying: once the mission, you see the aircraft there. Once that's flown the mission, it'll take a whole. We'll have to go and do a mission before that film is available. When it is, you see we've got this little camera icon above it. So we've got the V1, the weapons site there, and we have the airfield there. So I think we're actually going to go and do an attack on the St. Lo troop concentration, because that's popped up. I don't have any recon on that, but we're just going to try and blag it. So if we fly over the front line, as it were, we might as well. Or should we come out here? I'm thinking we might actually come out here, give us a better angle. Now, if we had a recon film, we could see how this troop concentration is set out. Are they sort of set out that way or set out that way, and which would be the best way to bomb? I'm going to go west to east, because that often proves to be quite useful. And then we're going to bug out and head back over friendly land. I don't know why we're going to go so far off over there. And then we can fly over London on the way back. Lovely. So that obviously only gives us one target, which we've selected, the low troop concentration. We need secondary and tertiary targets now, which we're going to be slightly out of our way. What we'll probably do is select Le Havre as a secondary, and probably leave it like that. So we'll come down here to the decision point. In fact, let's try and tidy this up a little bit. If I can grab that, bring that down here. So we're not making huge 90-degree turns. That's just, you know, let's grab another waypoint and shove that in if we can. There we go, lovely. And all we can do with this is just make it a little bit easier, so we're not asking bombers to do 90-degree turns. So it just eases the turn off a little bit. So that's good. So the decision point will be there. Still over friendly territory, outside enemy airspace. So you can take the time to read the weather reports and choose what we're going to do. So then we're going to come here, and the rally point will then take us back here. But of course, we can just move that to make it look a little bit better. Now, obviously, that looks like a hugely tight angle, which it is. But should we select to go on the secondary target, we'll obviously adjust this accordingly. We'll move this over here, so we got an easier escape route, probably out towards here than up. Good. Right, we're going to be flying mainly over land today, so it automatically sets the height, the altitude at 30,000. We don't need to do that. Let's come down to 24,000. There we go. We could probably even come lower than that, thinking about it, but trying to get the odd 100 feet down is sometimes a little bit tricky. So this is what I do every time, you know, we plan a mission. There we go, lovely. Initial point there, so we'll set the target as 24,000. So these should automatically be set to 24,000. Excellent. That one's 30,000 because that's the approach. Let's drop that down to 24. Oh, blimey, hang on. Oh, it's a little bit fiddly. Sometimes it just doesn't want to go over that last tick. There we go, brilliant. So that's readjusted, yes. That, yes. And then it says, oh, at the rally point, do 30,000 feet. No chance, sunshine. There you go. That's fine. Yeah, 22.4. It's okay, we start descending. Brilliant. So that is going to be our run today. It's going to be a relatively short one, hopefully. And there's a couple of air bases in the area. And obviously there is flak, especially around the harbour. But I'm hoping this will be a relatively milk runny type of mission, which is fine because it gives me the opportunity to talk you through how we're going to set the mission up. So we now need to consider our target. So that is a troop concentration. So that's going to be troops, that's going to be armoured vehicles, that kind of thing, trucks. So what we probably need is anti-personnel bombs and some general purpose as well. Over here we've got the harbour. Again, you could go for just general purpose bombs and maybe some incendiaries if you want to get some fires going. If that was U-boat pens, you would probably select armor piercing, because obviously the concrete U-boat pens have got reinforced concrete and armored with steel and that type of thing inside. So that is our plan. So there we go. Primary target, St. Lo troop concentration. Le Havre Harbour is the secondary, and it's picked a general. Default loadout, which is 6 times £500 general purpose and 12 times £100 incendiary. Now that doesn't actually sound too bad, but if you wanted to change that, you can come into the ordnance selection. This is where you can choose what you're going to do. So our primary is £500 bombs, general ones, and then we obviously got the incendiaries as a secondary. But as you can see, you've got semi-armor piercing, anti-personnel cluster. Oh, actually, let's switch the incendiaries and put some anti-personnel clusters in there. Obviously, I'm thinking of the troop concentration here. So you got semi-armor piercing 1,000-pounders, armor piercing 1,000-pounders, armor piercing £1,600, and general purpose £2,000. So you know there's quite a selection. So we just changed that to what we desire. Now, target intelligence. Once you've done a recon, you get what you read in the briefing, basically. So that you can just go through there and read your target information. And on this clipboard here is where we choose our bombers. And as you can see, they've got classed as A or B. Now that's where you see the mechanical status. So mechanically A status is good to go, fully working. Mechanically B usually means there's some work still needs doing, bullet holes patching, some oil leaks tidying up, that kind of thing. So, first of all, General Ike, I think, is our rookie bomber. So the Bad Penny here, she's A. We're going to put that. She's going to be the leader. General Ike can also be selected because she's A status. Peace or Bust, Hell's Bell, and Hitler's Gremlin. That gives us 5. Now 6 bombers go up. So we need to look at Bomb Boogie, Buccaneer 2, Going My Way, and Eagle's Wrath, and decide which one is best place to go up. So we could go. We could go out through the inspection window. So if we have a look at Buccaneer 2, let's have a look at Buccaneer 2 first. Here she is. She doesn't look too bad. She's got a few missions to her name. So you got the crew management file. Obviously, you can see their skills and what they're good for. You've also got the crew replacements should you want to switch any people out. So if any old subs have got stuck in the medical wing, I can always swap them out onto one of the active bombers. So that's always good. But bomber's mechanical file, here we go. So essential repairs: left main gear jammed, oil leak in engine 2. Recommended repairs. Oh, crikey. Yeah, so I don't really want to be sending her out unless there's let's have a look at Eagle's Wrath 2 then. And look at her mechanical start. So she's got right main gear jammed, right main gear punctured, engine 1 and 3 leaking. Okay, she's not in particularly great. She's not in particularly great shape either. Going My Way, one of the, I think it's the final sub bomber we've got. Engine 1 leaking oil, control linkages severed. Okay, engine 4 is also leaking oil, not great. And was it Bomb Boogie was the other one? I think. Oh god. None of these are in particularly great shape. So, when you panic that you don't think you've got any bombers left, you come back to here and go, oh, who do we pick? Whew. The other thing you can do is leave it, and the computer will pick the least damaged one. But I think was it Eagle's Wrath was probably one of the better ones. Yeah, I know it's a right jam, but we can get away with that. So we'll select Eagle's Wrath. She's got a bit of problems. We just need to keep an eye on that. Good. So there are bombers selected. Now we go to the corridor, and this is where I'd usually introduce you. Going, hello, 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 hello. Let's go to the briefing room. So let's do that now. We'll read the briefing. 24th of July, 1944. We know the St. Troop concentration, St. Low Troop concentration is the primary. The half harbour is the tertiary. Secondary. No tertiary selected. 4 times 500 pound anti-personnel clusters. 8 times 500 pound general purpose. Distance to farthest targets 565 miles. Deep breath. We have 2 squadrons of P-51s as escorts. And then we get a rundown on the target intelligence. Flak strength will be low, fighter strength will be low, priority is high, damage is low. And then we've got Le Havre Harbour, obviously we've hit it before, which is fine. No tertiary targets selected. We'll sign that off. I don't think we didn't have a reconnaissance. Oh, no, we didn't have a reconnaissance film. You've seen the map, so let's get to the mission. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, here we are. We're up in formation, flying to target. And we have the English Channel right there. So we're coming over Kent now. And, no wait, hang on. No, Kent's over there. This must be the Isle of Wight. Beg your pardon. Beg your pudding. Yes, this is the Isle of Wight, so there's Portsmouth and Southampton. Whichever one of them that is. One of them. One and t'other. I can never remember which way round. I think that's Southampton, that's Portsmouth. That could be wrong. But they're both there or thereabouts. Right, so we have our bombers here, doing grand. We're currently flying at 8:31 in the morning, coming up to 24,000 feet, which you know is our cruise altitude. Speed is 149 miles an hour in our slight climb, and we're heading to 09. Fantastic. So, all is good. Heading to a target. Obviously, if we pop into lead flight, into the navigator station, there's the Isle of Wight, and we can see we're going to come down here. Decision point is here, is it? No. Decision point is there. Still in safe zone. You know, this is the range of the Luftwaffe fighters, so they're going to be safe, and this is under Allies control at the moment. And there's our primary target as selected at the moment. Hopefully, it could be really quick and simple, but as I thought, that's probably what we'd go with our orders from high command, so why not show you something else from this mission. I hope that was interesting, going through the debris, the build up and the creation of a mission. It obviously may not interest some of you, it may interest some of you. I won't do it all the time, I just thought every so often I'll show you what we're doing. And there's something else we also don't do very often, is look out the navigator's window and look at engines 1 and 2 spinning around. That's quite a view, isn't it? Yeah, wonderful. Anyway, we're going to press on and I'll bring you back at the next significant event. Hi everyone, welcome back. Right, we've made some good time. The bombs are just jiffling around in their formation. We're coming over the French coast now. Obviously there's UK over there. We've come out here and then we're coming in to this point here. So the next turn, here we go. This is the decision point. So the low troop concentration, I'm struggling to say that, somewhere over here, and the harbour is over here. So as we begin our turn, we'll hop into the radio compartment and we're at the waypoint. As soon as we complete the waypoint, our we should get the meteorological reports. There we go. So, primary target weather report.
Weather at primary target is believed to be cloudy with 7/10 cloud.
Unbelievable.
5,000 feet.
That's not great.
Weather at secondary target is believed to be fair with 3/10 cloud at approximately 5,000 feet.
Alright, so what was it? 7/10 cloud.
Weather at primary target is believed to be cloudy with 7/10 cloud at approximately 5,000 feet.
Right. So it's going to be over here, primary target. We're in a position where we shouldn't have too much opposition. So if we need to go around, we can go around. We can always then divert to secondary. But we're going to stay on primary target, even with some. Are you alright? Even with some less than positive weather reports. So we're going to press on and hopefully be able to have a shot at this. If not, we can have a second go, and if we still fail, we'll head on to the secondary target. Okay, we're just about to come to the last waypoint before the bomb run. So far, no problems at all. We have not been engaged by any fighters or flak. Expect that to change in the next few minutes as we try and pick out this troop concentration in these cloudy conditions. Okay, so here we are. It doesn't actually look too bad. Let's have a look through the. Yeah, okay, it is a little bit bad. We reduce the. Take manual control. We'll reduce the timer so that it all drops in. So that means it all drops instantaneously, basically, all in one lump. That means we can, do carpet bombs, but we're going to do a kind of a short drop as well, just so we're okay with that. Here goes the cloud underneath. It's not as bad as they said, 7/10 cloud. There's our friendlies. They're still in formation, seem to be quite chilled, so it doesn't appear to be any Luftwaffe fighters around in the area. Ah, and he seems to have locked onto something. You can see there's this dark green area here. hoping this cloud clears just in time, although the block is coming up. Oh, here comes the flak. Whoa, that's quite thick. Look at that. Obviously, they've probably got some guns around the troop concentration, protecting them. Look, we can see some bombs have fallen there. Am I bombing the right area? Right, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to carpet bomb. I'm wondering if they're in this field here. I think they're going to be here. Okay, I'm on the bomb run. Bombs away. That was a messy bomb run for sure. Okay, so here they are. Here you can see the trucks, the armoured vehicles, the guns especially, and the buildings. So, well, I think we were bombing. Where were we bombing? Because we were close last time by the looks of it. Oh, yes, our bombs are just... Oh, I don't know. Oh, we got a fire. Oh, we're just wide. Damn, we should have come through here. We'd have cleared them out nicely. Damn it. We've got one vehicle. Right, let's make sure all these fires are out. They do appear to be out, which is good. Excellent. Right, quickly check on the... Oh, wow. Wow, this flak is thick. Woo! Right, let's have... It doesn't appear to be that thick, but we're coming to the edge of it now, so I'm not going to worry about too much about jiffling about, trying to dodge it. We're coming to the edge of the flak field now, so... Hopefully we'll get through this relatively okay. Done a lot of scarring to the bombers. But we appear to be all relatively one piece. His number one engine seems to be rotating slightly slower. They've taken a little bit of damage. Whew, we're out. Good stuff. Right, we can now start our... Cool, there. Just wait until we got lulled into a false sense of security. Got him. Got him. Good hits, good hits. We've got a smoky bomb up. Who's that? Oh, that bomber there, she's got a leak in number one which has been put out, and engine 4 is... Oh wait, hang on, there's two bombers there. There's a bomber underneath her. There's three... Hang on, I can see three bomber tails. Is somebody in trouble? No, everyone seems to be okay. Let's keep an eye on them, because those three bombers shouldn't be like that, should they? That's really weird. What's happened there? Somebody's out of formation. It's probably this one here. Yeah, he's in a bit of trouble, isn't he? Steady on. There's nothing worse than shifting damaged bombers about. Oh god, here we go. It's a terrifying sight. She's back with us. Not a sign of those fighters. Where are they gone? Can't even see our friendlies. Maybe they've chased them down low. Okay, we're just doing a bit of a routine check from all the crews here, making sure they're okay. Obviously the bombardier on the second flight has gone down. Try and get him patched up. Is he going to be okay? Fingers crossed. Shake his head a little bit more. Yes, good job. Yeah, excellent. Okay, man. Everyone else is... Oh, the pilot's just gone down now. Let's get the... He was fine a minute ago. It was just passing out. We're over the English Channel. Was he just sat on his lap? I don't know what to do. No. Oh, I think it's what it is. It's the radio operator coming back through, isn't he? It's coming up from the nose. That's probably, yeah. There he goes. Going back to his compartment. There you go.
There's something sticking in me. Calm down. Just plan. Okay, guys.
Yes, good. Pilot's back up. Excellent. Anyone else? Anyone else? No. We're good. Let's check the next bomber out. Okay, going through the various bombers we have here. Look at this. 4 missions complete. The Reluctant Dragon. She's the one who was having the problems with the burning engine. Engine 1 is a little bit flaky. Damage to the tail. Not looking good. On board. Everyone looks okay, bizarrely. Yep, all compartments. Actually, look at that. There's not even a scratch on any of the perspex windows in the nose section. This is usually the first one to get hit. Bit of damage around here from the flak in the cockpit. Bomb bay's okay. Radio room's okay. Waist kind of taking a bit of a, well, the waist is taking a bit of damage there, and the tail's taking a bit of damage. You can see the smoke through the holes. Lovely, but she's seems to be staying with us okay. Okay, there's home base. You can tell ours with all the scorch marks on the runway. As you can see, bombers are now dropping back, descending into orbit, and hopefully we can get a nice 6 crew landing without any dramas like we had last time. Okay, Lotta Stern is coming in. She's been given permission to land on runway 1. Flaps are coming down a little bit. She's lining up. Looking good. Let's keep an eye on the landing gear. This is the rookie crew. Landing gear's coming down nicely. She's got a few dents and a few scrapes, but looking relatively okay. So I think this is General Ike, isn't it? Real name General Ike, but obviously got nose art of Lotta Stern. Coming down. Obviously the textures are slightly different. It's something we can put up with. Hopefully she can do a nice landing. She's coming in nicely now. They'll do that tail flick at the end. Bit of burst of power to get control. Maintain the descent. Keep the speed up. Bit of a flick. Over the... Oh, she's going to be go heavy on one side. Ow. Yeah, I think she just might have done a bit of damage to that landing gear. No, it seems to be held up. But... first bomber down safely. And one of the things I hadn't realised, well, I've not kind of been thinking about other things. Do you remember when we put 5 bombers, which were A status, and the 6th bomber, we had to choose between one of the damaged ones? It seems that the computers decided that that bomber was too badly damaged to send up, so we actually only sent 5 bombers up today, which is nice. We know they're all good to go when we sent them up. Okay, Beauty in a Box is coming in now. She's a little bit battered. Flaps coming down. Keep an eye on the landing gear. This is how many missions she's got. She's already completed 5 missions. So coming in for her 6th bomb icon to be painted on the aircraft. Landing gear deploying nicely. Excellent. There's been a number of Ghost AI aircraft landing, but fortunately you can see there's I think that's the first bomber, one of ours, is just coming into the pens now to park. Got another one over there, another one there. You got them lining up coming off the runway. Get this one down safely. Only another 3 to come down, and happy days. It'd be good to get them all back, especially as it wasn't really a fantastic bombing run. Ooh, bit of a flick the other way before he coming down hard on that left-hand gear again by the looks of it. Yeah. Left-hand landing gears don't have to take a bit of punishment. But anyway, they're just going to roll out now. Brilliant! 2 bombers safely down. Happy days. Hi everyone. Right, the Reluctant Dragon is in a little bit of bother, so I'm just going to ignore the order of landing and just sort of land her in the field. Now this is probably going to cock everything else up, but I'd rather have to manually land my other 2 bombers than lose this one, potentially due to the control issues becoming more severe. So yeah, we can see them all coming down that landing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to land going that way. So if we were landing on runway 1, that's probably going to be, I don't know, right, another 30-40 degrees the other way. So let's get landing gear down, make sure that's working. That looks to be okay. Deploy some flaps to counter the extra drag. Hope no one's coming in to land. Oh, there's somebody sitting right on the where the runways cross, actually. They're just clearing that now, which is good. You see I've got full left rudder just to try and stay straight, so I'm going to have to turn. Dip the wing to actually get any turn out of it. There we go, she's now responding nicely. I say nicely. Well, bit of a heavy landing, but she's down. Woo. Okay, good. Just as that bomber comes down, that's probably one of ours as well. We probably narrowly missed hitting one of our own bombers, right? I'll just take her out of the way, so hopefully the bombers don't stop there. Yeah, she's that landing gear's crunked, and I can't actually. What I could do, I suppose, is switch off one of the engines on the wing, and hopefully we can overpower it with the other 2 engines. Is this going to work? Throttle's closed. Engine 1. Or was it engine... engine 2? No, it's engine 1 I asked. There we go, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not really working. No, that's not going to work. Okay, we're just going to park up here then. Parking brake set, and we'll switch the other engines off. Yep, wouldn't you believe it? That was one of our bombers landing. Coming in for a 2nd mission complete. Excellent. Let them go and park up. Okay, and here we are with lead flights coming in. The last one to get down for us. All looking clear. Coming down now, 130 miles an hour plus. Sending probably a little bit steeply. Let's try and stop that. Let's keep the speed up so we don't stall. Flaps are deployed. Landing gear has deployed okay. We can see the Reluctant Dragon just on the edge of the runway, so what I'll probably do is just touch down on the right of the runway on the grass, just so we don't clip her. slow down. I've just realised the speed got away from me a little bit there. Can we do a 3-point landing? Oh, it's a bit heavy. But there we are, we're down. And roll out. Lovely. Right, we're going to get parked up as the tail comes down.
Good
And
landing.
I'll
Taxi to
see you
hard
in debriefing. Oh, let's actually taxi away from here. Welcome to debriefing. Well, it's not terrible news, because we didn't lose any bombers, but there's low troop concentration. Distance flown is bugged out again. Bombers lost missing. Good news, 0. Enemy fighters shot down, 4. Good news. Bomb damage estimate near miss. So we can have a look at here. So 4 confirmed kills. Crew injuries suffered. Zane got a medium wound. Mukdamamid, medium wound. Taylor, severe wound. James, severe wound. Anderson, light wound. Lansfield, a light wound. Thompson, medium wound. Ahola, severe wound. Garner, light wound. Dunn, flesh wound. Ledesmaki, medium wound. Pavlika, medium wound. And Contini, severe wound. Got some challenging names in there. So you can see we got some hits on target, but the large proportion of the bomb load just kind of fell just away. No promotions awarded. Surprise, surprise. Purple Heart for Desmaki. Zane, Purple Heart. Purple Heart, anything exciting? Oh, here we go. Anderson, Purple Heart and a Distinguished Flying Cross. And the others got Purple Hearts. Right, that wasn't the most exciting mission in the world, but it served a purpose. So General Ike completed her first mission, and she got a kill. Was that Zane? Oh no, Zane's the pilot. Who got the kill? Shu shot down a 109. Now where's Shu? Shu is the top turret gunner. Excellent. Nice. First mission, first kill. Still mechanically A status, which is great news. Eagle's Wrath, obviously we did select her, but she was too damaged to come up this time. 2 missions flown, 5 kills. Wow, doing really well. Going my way. The sub crew, she's completed 12 missions. She has 19 kills, and finally they have completed all works on her, and she's mechanically A status. So she'll be going up next time. The Bad Penny, 7 missions, 7 kills. Mechanically A status, fantastic. Buccaneer 2, missions flown 4, mechanical kills. Enemy aircraft kills 1, mechanical status A, so she's good to go next time. Peaceful Bust, 6 missions, 4 kills. Mechanically A, good to go again. Which is good. Bomb Boogie, 6 missions, 7 kills. Mechanically A status, which is grand. Hell's Bells, 5 missions flown, 3 kills. Mechanically B status. Hitler's Gremlin, 2 missions, 2 kills. Mechanically A status. Fury is a new bomber we've got into the squad, so let's go and check her out. What's Fury's nose art? Oh, it's Elmer Fudd with Fuddy Duddy. Nice, Fuddy Duddy 3 I think this will be. But that's good. Heading to the operations room. So you can see for next time we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bombers to choose from. So although you may think that was a near miss, that was a bit of a waste of time mission, it wasn't. We did do some damage, we got some more experience, but more importantly we've got some time to repair these other bombers. So get another 2 more bombers, we'll be back up to full strength, and obviously we can rotate them a little bit easier. When there's only 5 or 6 bombers fit to go, they tend to go no matter how many times they've been up before consecutively. So we're going to leave it there. I hope that was interesting, seeing something different from B-17 this time. yeah, I wouldn't do it every time because I'm sure you want a lot more action, but I just thought I'd bring you something a little bit different, you know, just a little, hopefully it's interesting. If it's not, let me know it wasn't interesting and I won't do it again. But I hope that was something different and something a little bit more interesting. But I'll leave it there. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, as always, hit that thumbs up. Help support the series. It really does help the series continue. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and tickle the bell, and maybe hit the share button as you're down there as well, and share on social media. That also helps the channel amazingly well. Thank you ever so much. Take care, and I'll see you next time.